In addition to being a regular contributor to the Rachel Ray Show, Caterer to the Stars, Mary Giuliani creates parties for the creme de la creme of the art, fashion, and entertainment set. Now Mary has launched Soup and Sandwich Shop, Mario by Mary, in New York as part of her corporate catering partnership with Chef Mario Batali. She's with me now to share tips on spring and summer entertaining, how to throw an Italian-themed dinner party, and give simple rules for living Italian. Thank you so much for joining me today, Mary.
It's my pleasure, Makiba. Thanks for having me.
Now, first, Mary, congratulations on the expansion of your partnership with the opening of the shops in New York. Tell us how's that been going so far?
Oh, it's been wonderful. Anything you get to do with Mario Batali is always fun and exciting. Talk about Italian food knowledge. He is the ultimate provider of all good things when it comes to gathering people with Italian food and drink. So I feel very lucky to partner with him, and it's been great. It's an exciting business to get into the sort of fast casual food business.
That's awesome. Now, you grew up in the same house as your Italian grandparents. Tell us, how did growing up Italian shape the kind of cook you are today?
Oh, it actually shaped everything. How I love, how I live, how I cook, because they were extremely passionate people. They took a lot of traditions from Italy over to the United States, and the one main one was our Saturdays, which were cooking all day. So we would cook all day Saturday for Sunday. And it started with where we would shop for all the freshest ingredients and then bring it home. And we'd all get assigned jobs, my sister, my mother, and we would, roll the meatballs or, make the sauce. And what I learned most from that was not just great recipes and how to cook, but their love and enjoyment of the actual ritual of preparing the food to be shared the next day for 20, 30 cousins, family members that were coming over. So I feel very fortunate. I take that with me into my catering, and also, when I entertain, just having, friends and family over to my home.
Sounds fortunate indeed. Now, you talked about growing up Italian. Now let's talk about living Italian. What exactly does living the Italian life mean for you?
I think living the Italian life is stopping to enjoy the simplicity of all great things that are around us. I was fortunate to have also lived in Italy for a little bit of time, and I loved seeing, and my grandmother used to do this too, but the women in the morning, dipping their cookies into their coffee, taking time, during the day, people would go home and siesta, and then, prepare for a big lunch. I really liked the slowing down and the simplicity of things. So I like trying to incorporate that into how I entertain or what I do in my daily day to just sort of make time for, to pause for a ritual or a nod to tradition. So that's sort of how I keep it going.
That's great. Now, you mentioned the day-to-day, especially those meals from day to day. What are some easy ways that families can incorporate living the Italian life, some of those things you mentioned, into their daily meals?
Well, I love, and especially kids love this too. So I think if you're busy and you want to do something really fun and special, I love finding authentically great Italian products. And so I got really lucky. We all got really lucky. Sorry, not just me. That the best bakery in Italy, Mulino Bianco, now offers their products here in the United States, in grocery stores in the international food aisle section. So I found these breadsticks that were hands down. I'm Italian, and I eat a lot of breadsticks. These were just so authentically good, and they bake really fresh ingredients into them: sun-dried tomatoes, olives. So I said, okay, this is a great way to serve what I like to call almost like a snacktivity or a grazing station or something fun. So I'll put the breadsticks front and center, and then I will load up, we have spring coming, so let's just say like a rainbow, dips and spreads bar. So I'll do a basil Italian guacamole, a white bean rosemary hummus, eggplant caponata, roasted tomatoes, fresh mozzarella. So it's just it looks visually really pleasing when my guests arrive. I've put everything out prior to them, getting there, so I could spend my time with them. And they can, dip the breadsticks in all the various dips and cheeses and make a nice hearty plate, and it eats like a meal, and I am not in the kitchen all night long, which is really fun for me.
Right, I think every parent would enjoy that. Now, looking beyond the family dinner table, and you mentioned a little bit on this, we know that spring and summer means a swing of entertaining family and friends at home. You mentioned how you would lay out that beautiful spread. What are some other tips you have for throwing a successful Italian-themed dinner party?
Well, to me, I remember when I was living in Italy, like just being outdoors, and now we have that beautiful luxury of spring and summer upon us. So, just taking a table, whether it be your dining room table or just, your outdoor table, finding a nice shady, finding a tree in a shaded area, hanging even just, a few candles on the table, smelling, the fresh rosemary growing in the garden or the fresh basil. It's just, there's a very easy, way of, feeling Italian. So I say, take it outside. I also say, again, enjoy the ritual of the preparing for your guests. They're going to feel that extra love and care and fun that you had preparing for them.
Those are great tips there. And lastly, Mary, where can people go for more great Italian life ideas?
They can go to melinobianco.com.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. And again, for more information, as well as more tips on how to entertain and live the Italian life this spring and summer, visit yarabianchi.com. Thank you so much, Mary. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Makiba.
Have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye-bye.